Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. Woo! Who's gonna dance now? With Angela not on the show.
I'll leave that to her.
Guy might jump. Sometimes Giles jump right in. Yeah. There he goes. I think he's calling a field goal good or not. Maybe not good. Maybe it's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Wednesday. Short week Wednesday with the old Labor Day weekend in there. Trevor, thanks for jumping on in. We'll see. Angela and JC are somewhere in Europe. They're either going from Spain to Germany or going from Germany to Spain, one or the other. I think they're in Germany now, maybe. They're going to try to get probably a big old Oktoberfest over there and jump on in. We got part 2 of our mental health episode today. And I always forget to do this. Hold on. I got to do one thing. I got to hit the live button on Instagram. So I did that. The other thing I got to do is jump on our business Facebook page because I believe I can share it from there to my page. Live podcast. Boom. Wow. It's hard to type when you're also trying to talk. Things don't happen correctly. There we go. That is officially shared. I did my job. Oh, now I think I got to make it private. All right, what do I do now? You
have to make it public.
Public, yeah. Well, see, my intentions were good. I just said the wrong word, you know? You understand. Yeah. All right.
Good job, man.
Look at. There we are out there. Edit privacy. It's just, it actually defaults to public. How cool is that?
Good.
There.
Now I see it. It's live.
Now, everybody that's out there, if you feel like being a friend, being a pal, you can go to the Facebook feed and share the Facebook feed to your thing because now it's public out there. And I do want to say this show is everywhere. You can go get this on like Spotify. You can go listen to the podcast on Apple, wherever you want to like consume your nerdy home service happy hour content. Go get it. We're on the TikToks. We're on the YouTubes. We got some stuff on the Instagrams. Obviously the Facebook's here too. So go enjoy and interact like bullshit with us. That's the fun part. So we're doing last week we did a little mental health episode after the super tragic school/church shooting in Minneapolis, which like hits close to home. A, because I got little kids, but B, because I live in Minneapolis. And so obviously that like shook a lot of us on the show. I don't know that Trevor and I have both been like trying to fight off tears at the same time like that. I could see it happening over like a big velvet buck in Kentucky next week, but I don't know any other time that it would happen. But joking aside, it's just such a shitty topic, but I think it gets us into that mental health discussion. Obviously, ain't the first time this happened, and I don't think it'll be the last. It'd be great if it was, but that's kind of what I want to talk about today. There's one topic we didn't get to last time, and I had noticed it when I was running all of our window cleaning, pressure washing, maid service businesses, which is our employees' mental health. We talked about our mental health as business owners, and obviously we fight a lot of battles and ups and downs, and we're kind of all on our own island besides our spouses sometimes and our relationships with each other. So we hit on that a little bit, but we never really did get to how we support employees in their mental health. And I had some weird things happen to me when I had a bunch of employees in our technician style businesses that I was wildly unprepared for. And I don't know if I handled them right or not, but you know, you just do what business owners do and you make shit up and try to do the best job that you can. So I want to talk about some of that stuff and things that I've tried for employees' mental health sake. And Trevor obviously would love to hear what you do, and people in the chat, throw your comments in. We'll be watching for them, share whatever you got. And then I want to get into like gun control stuff a little bit, because I just see people that don't know anything about how it works today posting a lot of opinions and doing the shitty stuff that happens on social media. And I have one specific case that is hilarious but very frustrating that I want to dive into. So I want to kick around some ideas for like gun control and how do we in like mental health control, if that's even a thing, or if that's just some wild government overreach. But and lastly, I don't know if you guys have ever thought of this in your household, Trevor, is doing homeschooling. Because I kind of feel like at some point, if I don't trust the institutions that exist to keep my family safe, I'm just going to take over the role of that institution. And with the way our world is today, it's easier to do that too, with the way technology is. Plus, I could probably get them out hunting and fishing a lot more if I did that. So there's some other perks there. But anyway, Trevor Steele, Clean Image Pressure Washing.
What's going on?
The Noise Podcast. What you got going on?
Yeah, it's that homeschooling thing has been on my mind lately. But I mean, we're like, we're running multiple businesses, podcasts. Like, it's just not. I can't imagine trying to pull that off. And my wife, she has less time than I do. So but it's definitely something we've been thinking about. A story is actually unfolding right now in our small town. I can't even talk about it because we're live on Facebook. But I mean, it's like, if this happened to one of my daughters, gun control would be the last thing that they need to worry about. I'll put it that way. And so
Trevor Control. We need a Trevor Control. Trevor Control.
And that's, you bring up a good point, though. I mean, I was thinking about that when we were talking last week. Like, what happens as a gun-toting Southern American or Western American? Like, if something happens at my daughter's school, I'm on my way, right? But if you can't get to them because it's out of your control, like, what do you do? Like, you're completely helpless as a father. That's one of our main goals, is to protect our children, our family, and you can do nothing. So what do? You remove them from the situation. It's definitely something that's been on my mind.
Yeah. Yep. Should we tackle that one first? Should we just do that one since we're already talking about it?
Let's do it.
I saw, and this is just the world we live in, like our phones listening to everything we say. I don't know if it might have just read my thoughts. I don't even know if I had even like expressed any, interest in homeschooling, or maybe like Marty and I had talked about it a little bit, but all of a sudden this gal showed up on my Instagram. Granted, she's in California, so I also trust that her system that she has to deal with is worse than mine, just because of that's just the way California is, right? Like it's wild government interventions. I don't know how Michael puts up with it as like a rational human. I don't know. I don't think I could live in California. I think it would just drive me nuts. I'd be like out of there so fast. But so she like saw what was going on in their schools and pulled her kids out, and basically had said like 2 hours a day we can like get more done than the schools can get done educationally. And that leaves us so much time. And as a business owner, I'm like, I could do 2 hours a day. Like, I block off a lot of time in my day to get things done. I could do 2 hours a day, especially if Marty did 2 hours a day and I did 2 hours a day, and we figured that out. And then the rest of the time, my kids were like outside, not in a classroom, like not cooped up. Like, I mean, you've seen my kids in action. They are not meant to be sitting in a chair cooped up. They don't function well sitting in a chair cooped up, even though I'm usually yelling at them to sit their ass down, get off of that. Get that out of your brother's mouth, whatever it is.
That doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it's always something. There's always something that you're yelling at. Dave Jensen in the house. What's going on, Dave? Jai, this works so well when I do it this way, and then I can actually see the comments. You're brilliant.
I told you.
You're brilliant, dude.
I told you.
But that like I immediately like sent one of those to Marty, and I was like, huh? Like, is this a thing we're gonna be thinking about and talking about? So another catalyst that got me there. This might have actually been what prompted my phone listening in to be like having this recommended person to send me content from, is somebody, and I'm going to tell this story too, because this was a frustrating social media thing, but somebody had posted about, how do they not even background check these people? Blah, 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 blah. Or like, I think they put it as a question, like, don't they even background check these people? And I jumped in with like my smart ass Dan comment, which was like, I bought a gun. This was like a 20 gauge hunting shotgun, right? And they damn near made me late for the rest of my life. Like, I didn't know they were going to background check me for so long. Now, I was in the store for like an hour, a little over an hour, and with kids running around. That was probably the part that was the worst. If I'd have known I was going to be there that long, I would
felt like it a whole day, but it was like 5 minutes.
man, they were crawling all over everything, and it was shields. And they got guns everywhere and mounts everywhere, and they're running around through stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god, we're gonna break so much shit that I can't afford. And so anyway, like I was really surprised at how long those background checks took. Now, maybe they just ran one shitty background check and it took an hour. But I trust that if they're selling guns, and this is I'm a little naive in this, I don't know all the background checks, but if they're keeping me there for an hour, I assume they're checking the shit out of me. I did just talk to my brother-in-law. I'll get to the point of my story here, but I did just talk to my brother-in-law yesterday, and he said part of the problem with the background checks is they can't share information across states. So it does take forever to actually, and they can't even get all the information in a lot of cases. And there's probably some like improvements. I feel like with today's technology, like certain institutions should be able to see everything that's ever been sniffed, right? To be able to like put that all together in a case. So that seems weird to me, like with all the technology and communication we have, that they wouldn't be able to have the access to do a proper background check. Like I can run a pretty damn good one through Gusto and I get the results in less than an hour. And so anyway, I just made a point. It started a whole different conversation, but one guy chimed in and he was like, we have security guards at banks. Why don't we have them at schools? And I was like, man, I just don't agree, but I don't know why I disagree. But if there were armed guards with AKs at my kid's school, I would immediately just be homeschooling. Like I just don't want my kids going to school in a military academy is what it feels like. There's a feeling to it. I can't even describe it. And I'm not trying to say he's wrong. I don't even know what it is, because I agree we need to do something. And I get that sometimes fighting fire with fire is the right solution. I know that's like a very divisive topic. I don't have a hard and fast opinion on it, but in like reflection of it, the minute he said that, I didn't even reply to him. Because again, I don't think he's wrong. Like I'm not going to say you're an idiot. I'm just going to say, if we did do that, I would be homeschooling my kids tomorrow immediately. I just wouldn't want to send them to something like that. Not saying that's the wrong answer, but I'm saying my response to that would be I would change my lifestyle. And I get that I'm taking a risk, right? I get that today without guards there, I'm taking a risk every day I send my kids to school. But I also, like, statistically, I'm taking the same risk when I drive anywhere, when I go to the mall, right? Like I'm a math dude. So I'm look, there's an emotional response, but there's also just a mathematical response. Like we're all taking risks every single day. They're still more likely to die in a car accident with me driving them on a hunting trip than they are in their school. So like in the risk and reward sense, like I'm still sending them to school. But man, if there were armed guards, I just don't think I'd want them. Like, I don't think I'd want to have them in there every day.
I would feel much better. Much better about it. Yeah. I mean, the background check on that person needs to be extensive, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but look at our boy Dave Carroll. I mean, he's from your neck of the woods. He just up and moved to Puerto Rico, I think, with his family, and now they're homeschooling. Yeah, just left the country, dude.
Yeah,
wild. I can't imagine pulling your kids out of school, deciding to homeschool, and being like, "Oh, by the way, we're leaving the country."
Puerto Rico's got some nice tax breaks, I hear.
Sure. I'm sure it does. You would say that.
I do agree with you that, like, I would feel that my kids are safer, but I just don't want them growing up like that, right? Like, I can make them safer at my house too, right? So, like, if it's purely about the safety thing, then I would just choose to expose them to something else, I think. Again, like, I'm not saying it's the wrong answer. I totally agree. It'd be way safer. But I don't like, there's something about it that just feels like they're going to school in a prison. If there's armed guards, it just feels funny. And I think I don't know what we do, because we're not in that situation, right? You can say what you think you would do, and then
exactly. It cracks me up when people are like, "Man, if that happened to my family, this is what I would do, or I would do." No, you have no idea how you would react. We just don't. We're not wired that way. We like to tell ourselves, like, this is what I would do. Men, right? We plan, like you were talking last week, like you have that exit strategy. If something happens here, I'm going to do that, and that. That's great. But I guarantee you that's not what you do.
Yeah, right. That's what you say you do when you're not under the stress of the actual situation.
Yeah.
Angela and JC are in a very dark alley.
They're somewhere.
Or in a
We are
car.
we are in a car. We are in a Uber.
There you go.
Is
There you go.
it nighttime?
I would imagine
It's-
so,
it's-
since they're like 7 hours ahead of us.
It's 10:19 at night.
7 hours ahead of me. I should have said they're only 6
Yes.
hours ahead of you.
What's up, dude?
What's
Look up.
dude?
Look at that guy. I thought he was like looking around like he was looking
Like she
around.
won't share the screen space. He's
Yeah,
hey, I want to be in the
We're-
picture.
We're in the Uber in Germany trying to get food before it closes, so we're like rushing.
Nice.
Literally just landed.
Are you
Oh, you
going to
should
like a German McDonald's?
You're right in time for commercials, JC. Angela.
There literally was a German McDonald's right there, so we're trying to get some schnitzel or something.
Yeah, you gotta go
German
get a sausage, man. Go
Yeah.
grab a sausage somewhere.
A
Yeah.
sausage
Fine, too.
schnitzel.
Mhm.
So Dan,
That sounds.
I recognize
That's
that
cool.
we are the probably of all your attendees, speakers, whatever you want to call it, the most internationally, whatever, like in most locations throughout the world, showing up for you all the time.
Always.
I think
old-
you're the most
old
international people on the planet. I don't think it has anything to do with this TV show.
That's true.
It's
That's
all
true,
about
bro.
Dan. I'm
No,
telling you.
I've told Dan that just like, I don't know, the Today Show back when I watched it, there needs to be a segment that it's a segment of the show that's like, guess where in the world are
Where in the world?
JC and Angela?
Oh,
But
yeah.
JC already
Oh,
posted. JC already posted, so
I
everybody
know,
already
I
knows.
know.
Because JC
That's,
just
that's
posted.
true.
You know what
That's
JC
true.
didn't do? You know what he didn't do? Is thank me for the long video I recorded for him after I spent hours doing all of his allocations back to 2024. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say he probably didn't watch the like 15-minute finance breakdown I gave him.
Dang.
I didn't even know you sent a video.
We still need the light on us. You need to put a light on us. There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Now we
yeah.
have
I
this
checked-
light
I
on
checked-
us in the video.
You probably just didn't get my text message, and you probably aren't checking your email. But I did all the allocations.
He retired, man. He has
Damn
no idea
fine
what's
video.
going on.
A damn fine video.
Okay.
Oh, they broke up.
Oh, they froze up. They froze up.
While
They
I'm
froze
still
up.
on the mic,
There
I
you go.
have to tell you,
Okay, they're
Dan.
back.
We froze? Okay.
You're back now.
You're back on.
Spain is your country, I feel like.
Uh-oh.
So cerveza
Mm-hmm.
in Spain is like water. Like you can order it at a school cafeteria on a kiosk.
That's what
It's-
America
you
needs.
can order
That's
it
what's
at a
wrong.
cafe in the morning. It's like cerveza isn't treated like other alcohol. It's not like alcohol. It's just
It's like water.
common. It's as common as water. You can pick it up
I've
in the
been
grocery
trying
store
to-
right by the. It's
I've
just
been
like water.
trying to tell
Cerveza
people that
is
for years.
everywhere, just like water.
Just a barley water. It's everybody's like doing all these bubbly waters like Trevor's got over there. They're drinking their LaCroix. and I'm like,
man.
you can
Hey,
also
man.
just drink a Bush Light. Yeah, I
It
saw your
literally
bubbly-
is a bubbly water.
I saw it. I saw your bubbly water. I saw that. It was
And
like,
the other thing is everyone drinks it. So I think in America and Hildy's new roommates in Spain are German, and the German woman that is her age is like, no, we're like, you want a beer? And she's like, no, in Germany only men drink beer. No, here or in Spain, I guess we're not in Spain anymore. All the women drink beer. Like you'd be out to lunch and like women in their 60s had beer. Everyone has beer. It's just what they
I
drink.
like
Anyway.
I like it. And they got a lot of ocean
Dan.
around them. The fishing is probably pretty good. And the beer goes really good with that too.
Yeah.
I bet their ice fishing sucks. Their ice
Ocean,
fishing-
sea,
dark,
all of it.
but
That's okay,
Yeah,
though.
I don't think there's
honestly.
any of that.
Figure it out. Figure it out. Hey, we got to do a thing. Not to cut you off, Angela. We got to do a
Yeah.
thing, and I'm getting really. Jai already knows where I'm going with this because
I know.
I'm like crushing this hosting thing. We got to do a commercial break because this is a radio show and it has commercials. So let's do a commercial break and then we'll come on back. We gotta maybe we'll talk a little bit more about the homeschooling thing and the pros and cons. I for sure want to talk about the stupid stuff I see online about gun control. And then we still got to talk about employee mental health stuff too. So all sorts of good shit to talk about. Come on back. We'll see you after some words from some sponsors.
This is Wayne Vose, the Prophet, and I'm bringing the heat to the Equip Expo 2025.
And I'm Daniel. Stay hydrated, stay caffeinated, and swing by the Turfs Up radio booth. We'll be pumping out live shows like fertilizer through a spreader.
This is Darren, your landscape hero, and I'll be there making noise, taking notes, and calling out the real heroes in this industry. You.
It's Eric, and yeah, we'll be there trying to keep up.
Trying? This is Jennifer, and we're crushing it. Stop by and talk tools, trends, and how to outshine your neighbors.
I'm Aaron. I'll be digging deep with the stories that matter. Legacy, grit, and green history pride right from the showroom floor.
And I'm Katie Voles, roaming the floor of my mic, asking you funny trivia questions. Get them right, and you might just win some cold, hard cash.
Come find us at the Turfs Up radio booth at Equip Expo 2025. Live broadcast.
Surprise guests.
Cash giveaways.
And more fun than a zero-turn drag race.
October 21st through 24th, Kentucky Exposition Center in Louisville.
We'll be broadcasting live all week from the turf to your truck and speakers.
So come say hey and get ready to play.
It's Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station, and your ultimate Equip Expo destination. Hey, Turfs Up Radio fans, do you know what time it is? That's right, it's time for Turfs Up Radio. Now you can catch us streaming live 24/7 with pro talk, pro tips, and pro interviews. Simply visit turfsupradio.com.
Dude, oh man, I unmuted myself and then Guy tried to unmute me too, and we did.
I'm sorry, my guy.
We did the thing where we both do the same thing at the same time and cancel each other out. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I mentioned this I think last week, maybe the week before. We got a new partner, LiveSwitch. LiveSwitch has partnered with Homestead Happy Hour, Best Damn Bookkeeping. I know JC uses them a shitload for holiday light sales, if you will, and doing estimates and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't checked out LiveSwitch, the link, I think you get like 10% off or something if you use my link. You get something cool. I think it's 10%. So go grab my link if you need sales help. It's like imagine like FaceTiming, but in reverse. So you can actually and it's recorded and it goes right into your CRM. And so your dudes have the videos, and you don't have to like drive out to see your customers anymore. You save all the gas, you save the vehicle, you save all the time, sell more shit. But you can still do the kind of interaction with them. You can do it live. You can have them record it. They do the walk around. You can price it. It's a beauty. So check out LiveSwitch. Since we're talking about sponsors, obviously, like Trevor, I don't know if you saw this.
I see.
We got a little Best Damn Bookkeeping gear up here. We got a new lid. So obviously, show is brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping because it's my damn show. It's my company, and so I bring you the both of them. So it's like it's natural. But also Hire Lead Chill for all your recruiting stuff. Click Call Sell for all your marketing stuff. Unique Genius for all of your strategic partner stuff, especially going into the fall when you need to like crush it if you're doing lighting or anything outside where it's like you gotta just crank and like now's the time to make the money. Make sure you got a partner from from Unique Genius Virtual Assistant Strategic Partners. Trevor, what do you got? What can I promote for you? What do you got besides the Through the Noise podcast? What else you got going on?
Got a lot going on, man. I might have something for you to sell here soon.
Fish tools. Check out. Go get your fish tools. I'm wearing a fishing shirt today.
There you go.
From Mexico.
I might have something for you to sell here soon. Jai and I in the works.
Oh yeah,
yeah, baby.
Jar
Banks.
Jar.
He's a likey.
So Trevor, back to the homeschooling thing. Is it I mean, it seems like you're intrigued.
Yes, I have no say in any of that. Let's just be honest.
Ash beer.
So it doesn't matter what I say.
It's true.
That's
true. Yeah. All right. That's a good point.
I have opinions, but
yeah,
you know what they say about those.
Nope. Don't listen to what anybody else says. So it's fine. It's fine.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. They usually stink.
Oh, I thought that was excuses.
Oh,
Oh, those are opinions too, though. Yeah, I get it. I'm on.
Yeah, I think man, I'd love to have a bigger influence on my children's mental health. I feel like I don't have a big enough influence, and not that I'm, the pillar of mental health, but I want them to follow Christ the way I do. I want them to value the same things that I value. I don't know. It's scary, man. It almost feels like we're feeding our children to the wolves and hoping for the best.
Oh, do you think our parents felt the same way? Like the
No.
world was different, but do you
No, I
think
don't.
they had the same like letting go feeling?
I really don't. No, I think it was different. Safety wasn't an issue. I mean, you remember when we were kids, you ran around the neighborhood till past dark. Like, just your parents didn't know where you were. You couldn't text them and check in. They weren't tracking your GPS. They didn't know
But I guess that's what I'm saying is like they couldn't.
parents, right?
I lost you for a sec there. Say that
Knew
again.
parents. They knew the parents of the kids in the neighborhood, right? That's what mattered.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, they were like, "Whose house are you gonna be at? What's their phone number?"
Tell Jerry I know what he did last week, and keep it together. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I wonder, like, because they couldn't see where we were or what we were up to. I bet there was also this thing where like our dads were like, "They'll be fine," and our moms were like, "Do you think they're okay?"
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that
Yeah,
that happened. You know that,
For
and that, I don't think that'll ever change. We're doing the same thing in the Plata household right now with our 9 and 7-year-old, like trying to give them that longer leash. Oh, I missed this one from Joe Devino. That's probably why it's still up on the screen. Joe said, "I may have come in late, but Ohio teachers select a few to conceal and carry on grounds." That's interesting. I didn't know that.
There's certain states that do that. They're trying to get. I mean, I think it was Donald Trump that in his first run, I think he was trying to get teachers to carry guns, but it's like, I don't know. You got to look at the demographics that make up a teacher and know that.
Yeah, they're not mostly gun toting. My 9-year-old's teacher is great. He is the outdoorsiest son of a gun, and every time I pull the kids out of school, he's like, "Good luck. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you up to?" He's just like, "Oh, anything for the outdoors. Yeah, they'll be fine in school. Get them outside." Like everything is like, yeah, they're fine in school. Get them outside. Hunting, fishing, whatever it is. And I love his.
You know what I heard? And this is going to tie into to the shooting and maybe some controversial stuff about transgenders. I'm not going to make my opinion known. It doesn't really matter. But I think it was Elon Musk that just recently posted, "It's no wonder white young males are transitioning at a rapid pace. It's because we're the villain, right? We're the villain of modern society
right now." Yeah.
And if you're a Southern white male, it's even worse. Like you are the worst human on the planet.
Yeah, you're the devil.
Masculinity is frowned on,
Mm-hmm.
What do they call it? Toxic masculinity. How did that happen? Try and do anything without men, right? You can't. The world is built on our backs. It is what it is. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Try it without us. It's just not possible, right? That's the way God intended it. And, it's no wonder that our youth don't want to be a young Southern white male anymore because it's like torture in modern society.
Yep. So this leads into my story about my comment to the one gal about like background checks. And I was just making a Dan point, right? Like it was an hour, right? An hour's not that long of a time. I was fine getting background checked for an hour to like, I would want anybody to be background checked properly if they're going to go buy a gun. I think that's totally fair. You get background checked to go get a job, right? It'd be crazy not to background check for somebody that is trying to buy a gun. I think that's fine. It surprises me it should take an hour. I would think they could do that in a minute, right? Like with the technology we have, there's no reason it should take an hour. That was kind of my point. It's like they had to run 78 background checks on me during that time because what in the hell? I'm not a background check pro, but it seemed weird that it took an hour to like learn everything there is to know about me. Just Google me.
My understanding is the reason it takes a long time is because it's a very small amount of people in an office somewhere that are like you're literally in line. It's not like an automated process. So that's why sometimes you can buy a gun and it's like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And other times it's hours. And it's like election time. Count on it taking a long time.
Yeah.
Hunting season, things like that. Like
I was gonna say maybe that was it. It was like before turkey hunting season. Probably a few more shotguns going off the shelf. The gun shop was busy that day.
But that, I mean, I don't know if that's accurate or not. That's what a gun shop told me once. They were like, listen, this could be all day. We'll call you later. And then I don't even think I got 3 miles down the road. And they were like, all right, we're good. Come back. What?
Well, son of a bitch.
You already got my AR? Hell yeah.
But I mean, like, so the, like I said, the one gal, and this is the thing that drives me nuts, and it kind of goes along with like the hate of the white male, and I think it's a natural like tendency of this like pendulum, and so I don't take offense to it. Whatever, like it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep being a white male. I'm not gonna change shit. Like it's nothing.
But you could. I mean, what if you didn't want to be a white male anymore? Like,
I mean,
that's just like a decision in today's society.
But like, I'm also just gonna be like, fuck all y'all. I'm gonna go live out in the woods, right? Like, I just won't put up with stupid people for that long. And this is exactly what happened with my Facebook interaction. And these frustrate me to no end. They like crack me up and frustrate me. So I make my post in response to the one gal that was like, don't they even background check these people? How do these people get guns? And I was like, yeah, they background check the shit out of you. And that, like, I'm all for it. I think that's totally fine. But it's not like you're going to stop a bad person from getting a gun. Private sales in Minnesota are even regulated. And I think that's fine too. But it's like, criminals aren't going to report their private sales. So you're not policing the right people. Right, you're policing law-abiding people. And I didn't even say this, but I did on a different post, which is like, do y'all know murder is illegal? We already have laws against these things. Like murder is illegal. So how is this happening? We have a law against it. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like it's not people that follow the law that are doing these things, right? They're clearly capable of not following the law. They don't mind breaking the law. They shoot themselves generally right after they kill a bunch of other people. And so whether it's a gun that they 3D print or whether it's a bomb they make at home, bad people are going to, whether it's a truck they drive through a crowd, bad people are going to find their way to do their bad shit. I think we need to figure something out before they're about to do the thing. Like, I think as a society, I don't know what that looks like, but I think if we wait till right before they're about to do something shitty and we're like, ha, stopped you.
Don't you think it's ironic though that, I mean, let's look at the genres, right? White, Southern male for another instance. Don't you think that statistically a white Southern male is more likely to be carrying a weapon? So who better to villainize in modern society to gain political control? Isn't that something to think about?
I mean, people are smart at who they want to attack.
I have no question in my mind that there's a lot of that going on. And I don't know. It's not, I'm with you. It's not the guns there. I do have a weird thing with gun shows. I think gun shows are a little too easy to buy guns.
Yeah, and Joe just said he's bought guns online without any checks, which that's weird to me.
Joe, you probably shouldn't say that live.
Well, or maybe you didn't realize you got checked.
You mean water guns, right, Joe?
Yeah,
water guns, squirt guns.
So I think in that regard, like I do think there's got to be stuff that's buttoned up. Like I said, from how they do the background checks to like the speed of which they can do it to how they execute it. There's room to get better at that. But I don't think it means we're going to catch everybody. I don't think
it doesn't matter if you do, right? I mean, you could run background checks and tell me, a criminal, like you said, that nope, you didn't pass the background check, you can't own a weapon. If you're one of these types of people, that's going to make it worse, right? I mean, you're gonna react now.
You're gonna go get something tomorrow.
Yeah, and it won't be difficult.
Yeah, so I think like that can't be the let's wait until they're about to buy a gun and then let's stop them. I don't think that's where we want to like draw the line, because they can make their own. They can make their own guns, you guys. Like, that's just the world we live in. I do think criminals are lazy though. And so like if you have a gate up and if you have a no trespassing sign, people are going to trespass. If you put a damn gate up, even without a lock, you're going to deter 90% of people, because criminals are just lazy. That's a different type of crime. It's a different type of
interview. They did an interview where they interviewed rapists and murderers, cowards, right? Absolute cowards in prison on death row. And they said, how do you choose your next victim type thing? Most of the time they said they looked at the father. They looked at the father to make sure he wouldn't be a threat. If they looked at me, they could probably see the crazy in my eyes, right? And go, nope, you don't want to do that. They just look, like you said, they're lazy. They want the easy target, the easy victim.
Least resistance.
Yeah. You better believe there's guns at my house. That's all I got to say. And everywhere I go.
To Joe's point, to back up his last one about buying guns online without any checks, he said, you both know I don't care. I can buy one.
Joe, we cannot be affiliated.
You won't stop felons from getting stuff. And I think that's my worry, is we can do all we want with laws, but we're trying to stop people that don't give a fuck about the law. And so somebody also, I got to get to the story about this lady that I had this interaction with, because again, it's just like so frustrating. It's the thing I hate about social media, and I have an idea for it. I think I've got it solved already. But somebody else posted like a forward from somebody in Canada that was like, hey, people in the US, like, we don't have any gun problems. And I was like, man, that's like saying Trevor's marketing and my marketing in two different parts of the US are the same, right? Like, Canada is Canada. Sorry, Canadian people, but like, it's like comparing it to Sweden. Nobody cares, right? Everybody's always trying to bring down whoever's number one. Like, you see it in sports, you see it in everything. That's the nature of humanity, is you're always trying to bring down whoever is number one. And like, that also goes for internal people, right? That are trying to like prove their point or whatever that these crazy people are doing. Like, Canada doesn't get attacked in this way, not because of any gun laws. It's because nobody wants to take down Canada. Like, it just doesn't matter.
It's because everybody in Canada is so nice. I mean, they're the nicest
very
people.
Apologetic. They're very apologetic. But I'm not saying like Canada doesn't matter. I'm just saying like it's not apples and apples, right? That would be like saying like, why doesn't
Sweden does not speak for America?
Why doesn't Sweden have more of these? It's like, because it's Sweden, right? Like, it's not even the same. It's just not comparable. The US has its own culture, its own dynamics.
What's it called when you're not racist, you're not sexist, but you're nationist? You're nationist.
I don't
America.
No, I'm not like I don't dislike anybody from Canada. I think they're great. But I'm just saying, like, you can't yeah, I love it. I grew up. I'm right.
You sound like you're from Canada.
I might as well be from up there, because I'm pretty much right on the border, especially if I go up there ice fishing. And sometimes we even go up into water on the other side and take a leak if we got it,
They have delicious maple syrup.
That is a perfect example of a Canadian person. Like,
I'm basically
before, you like said before too, Dan, that your wife is practically Canadian. Like,
yeah,
you said that's why he has such deep feelings about it.
Yeah.
No, but I just said, like, you can't. It's not apples to apples, right? That'd be like comparing Minnesota and California. It's not the same. They don't have the same like big city. Like, they've got a few big cities, but way less with way less people, right? It's just the dynamics are so different of what they have going on that you can't look at their laws and our laws and be like, yep, that's it. There we go, right? It's like they're just not comparable. And that drives me nuts when people are like, see? And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. You're taking a thing and trying to like extrapolate it over here. And the same thing happens in business too, right? It's like, oh, I did this and it didn't work. And then you said it, it's like, of course, it's different. It's different everywhere.
This is what I always say. And I think it relates. I always tell people that we're all capable of anything. I truly believe that. I mean, you're capable of murder.
Yeah. I could
I
go
don't care what
nuts.
anybody says.
Dude, I'm gonna be
Something could
murdering.
happen in your life that you snap, and that
Be
could
it
happen.
good or bad.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be snapping next week. I'm gonna be releasing my bow and murdering some whitetails.
Let's
Look
hope
out.
so, right?
Look
That'd be
out. I'll be snapping the trigger on my 12 gauge and murdering some doves too.
How
If
funny
everybody
is
goes
that my truck's completely packed out? You should see it. I even took it to get an oil change today because we're hitting the road, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you must be going on a trip tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, it's actually the next day. it's fine.
I'm way ahead of time.
Don't judge me. I'm really excited."
Now I don't have my truck packed, but I did get an oil change like a week ago. And then 2 days ago, a 15% off coupon showed up, and I was like, son of a gun. Like,
Go back in there and say, "I demand my money."
Yeah, I want my $20 back for my full synthetic dog. So here, but before we take a commercial break, this is like a true interaction that I had on social media, and again, these things like frustrate me so bad with gun control because I don't have the right answer. In my post was very much like, I don't know what the right answer is. We got to do something. We all agree we got to do something. I don't know if it's armed guards at schools. I don't know. I think there's probably some better background check stuff we can do. I don't know what lines we need to draw. And I'm a gun toting, like I have my conceal and carry. I am totally fine with guns. My kids know how to use guns. Like they're part of our life. We have 4 friggin' freezers in our house. We use a lot of guns. We fill those babies up. So like I don't want guns to go away. I'm not for that. I am for teaching people how to use them safely. And so I got in this conversation when somebody asked about background checks, and I said, like, here's what happened to me with background checks. And somebody came in, this gal just came in and like started attacking me in my post and was like, you think an hour's a long time? And I was like, well, no. And I actually, like, she went through a whole ramble, and I replied to the other gal that had made the post, and I said some more like thoughtful things. And I was like, I don't know, that other gal, claiming I'm an idiot, but I'm just trying to say, like, here's what's going on. So then, like, she must have saw that, and then she rebutted again, and she just kept attacking me. And I don't like that back and forth. I think that's the worst part of social media is people are so awful, right? Like we both want the same thing.
Right.
And you're out here just blatantly attacking me. And like, you're not even making a suggestion of what we should do. The only thing you're doing here is to tell me how stupid I am.
I think there's 2 types of people. You either see things as black and white, or you see things in general as a gray area. And I'm more of the gray area person, right? And in the social media, there's no room for gray area because there's nothing for you to even bring up. Like
you can't argue. You can't argue with a rational gray area discussion.
So that's why social media is such a nightmare, because if you're black and white, your opinion is going to be made.
So eventually my response, I like replied, and I just said, like, ma'am, I am not the tree you're trying to bark up. Like, I don't like to instigate like this. I have no bone to pick with you. I'm not trying to get in your crazy ass social media fight. It baffles me, like, how much hate you are throwing around when we agree that we need to do something and we maybe slightly disagree about how it needs to get done. I just made a point that they do background checks. And I made a point that I don't think more gun laws are going to stop what we're seeing. I think we have to do more sooner. Like, I'm saying we should do more, not less, you crazy fucking bitch.
Okay.
Like, I didn't write any of that, but that's what I'm thinking, right? But I wrote this really polite post, like, ma'am, blah, 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 blah. And I typed it. And I kind of ended with, like, please take your, like, keyboard warrior nonsense somewhere else. Like, I'm just not engaging, and I blocked her. But I looked at her profile first. All of her posts were abolish, hate, end racism. It was all this like freaking like social profiling, like stick my chest out, rainbows and butterflies, and end hate. And then that person is the one on social media just throwing hate at everybody they can that disagrees with their opinions. And I was like, this is the problem, man. This is the fucking problem, is that person is only out there to try to tell other people what to think and what to do. Like, end hate as long as you agree with the people that I want to hate. Then we should end hate, right? It's like, you fucking idiot. I was just so frustrated and like laughing at the same. So like I said, I just like, ma'am, I'm just going to depart from this conversation. I'm not getting in this fight with you. Like, I just don't want to have those types of interactions. Like you said, like, she's just there for the black and white. She's only there for the black and white. And it's like, I can't believe the way she behaved when we literally wanted the same thing. It's like, I just don't get it. Drives me crazy.
Some people just want to be heard, man. You know, I don't know. The world's not black and white to me.
I don't know if they want to be heard or if they want you not to be heard.
What's the difference? As long as they get heard talking about you, then that's what they want.
I think the difference is it's kind of like our political system. I think the two-party system worries me because we are all voting against people instead of for people now. Like, we're voting against the other party instead of for the things we want. We're voting against what the other party stands for. And I think it used to work. I don't think it works anymore. I've got ideas about that too. But here, before we take a commercial break, and then we're going to
say that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Jai's losing patience.
No, we got a little time left. And then we got to get to mental health for our employees. But I have the solution to all my first solution before we get rid of guns. I would get rid of social media, which would have a severe negative impact on my business. But I think for the purposes of society and mental health and getting us all back outside and stop fucking around on our phones and just generally bad stuff, we'd be so much better off without social media as a human race. I'd vote to get rid of that way before I'd vote to get rid of guns. But I think what would solve 95% of the issue, and I just thought of this the other day, and I'm pretty sure I am the man, and this is the most brilliant thing I've ever thought of. And if this catches on, I'm taking credit for it. Okay, just telling you guys so that you heard it here first. We should ban commenting on social media. You can only follow and then give your emojis, but you can't comment or tag on a post. You can't instigate anything. It
should be a rating system, rated by your peers.
Yeah.
Right? You have a 72 rating score. That means you're 70% of the time you're positive. Other than that, you're a negative person, no commenting.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like you can't go on and bash people. Like I would say no comments allowed. You can make your posts, you can make your content, no comments allowed. What's that? It's very blurry. Oh, signed contract from City. Oh, that's nice.
Boom. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, post that shit on social media. Nobody can comment.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
That was a big win. Big win.
Hell yeah. Nice job, dude. Way to go. Post it on social media and I'll go comment on it. Nice job. How about that? All right, you guys. We'll be back for the home stretch. Don't go nowhere. We'll see you right back here at Home Service Happy Hour. Back in a minute.
Attention green industry pros. It's almost time for the biggest event in the Carolinas, Green and Growing 2026. Turfs Up Radio will be there broadcasting live, bringing you interviews, product launches, and expert insight. Want to grow your business? Then don't miss this one. January 2026. Register now at greenandgrowing.com. Tune in and turn up on Turfs Up Radio. Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Hi, I'm Cindy Code with Project Evergreen, where we're making communities greener, healthier, and happier, 1 yard at a time. From parks to playgrounds to front lawns for military families, our volunteers give back by giving green. Want to make a difference with your talent and tools? Visit projectevergreen.org to volunteer, donate, or become a sponsor today. Together, we can grow a healthier, happier world. Project Evergreen, green spaces, healthy places.
Hey everybody, Wayne Vowles, the Prophet, your host of Profit Time here on Turfs Up Radio. If you listen to my show, you know I'm all about profit. As an industry, profit is something we fail to meet most of the time. If you're working hard but not seeing the results that you deserve, Profits Unlimited is here to help. We offer processes and systems designed specifically to make your company more successful, more profitable, and certainly more efficient. When you're ready to take your company to the next level, reach out to me at profitsareus.com. That's profitsareus.com. And don't forget to turn into Profit Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, no one rocks like Turfs Up Radio. Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Dancing because Angela's not here. Doing my moves. Yeah. Oh, all right, we got like 10 minutes left of this puppy to wind her down. Got all sorts of good stuff on this show. Thanks for the banter, Trevor Steele. Always a pleasure.
Yes,
Always
sir.
a pleasure. I want to first I didn't even give you a chance to rebuttal about my stupid social media ideas. Do you think it'd be interesting if like nobody could comment on social media? I wonder.
No,
like,
I think it's
still
great.
exists?
I really
still
think a rating system could work, honestly, because you want to be able to spread positivity, right? But
Yeah.
some people like they look at Uber, right? I wanted to do this, by the way. I'm saying something here that the whole world's gonna hear. I wanted to do this for the contractors, right? So contractors would know we can rate consumers, right? So let's say somebody calls you up and they want to hire you to do something, or you get it, whatever, an Angie's List request. You should be able to see that that person has a consistently negative review from contractors, and you should be able to decide, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to
work on. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
not.
Like this person,
extra.
this person always leaves bad reviews for people. Like it would be very easy to build that app out.
Somebody tried to in Minnesota, and I haven't seen it take hold. So I assume they'd stop trying.
But I mean, Uber rates passengers, right? Clients. They rate their clients, so they know whether you're a good tipper, whether you leave good reviews, whether So, yeah, I think you're onto something.
Yeah, I think it would solve the problem of social media for me, because I'm happier when I never look at social media, right? But it draws you in, like with the negativity draws you in. I think that's the same. People get wrapped up in that in politics all the time too. Is like I said, they vote. My dad's like a diehard conservative. I'm very independent. Like I'll vote any which way. I'm more of an issues based dude of like what is important to me at the time and what I think our world needs. I hate the two-party system. I'm not one of two people. I'm very ridiculously diverse.
Right.
I do.
I'm more complicated.
Yeah, I'm in the gray, baby. I'm not black and white. I'm in the gray, dude.
I'm very emotional.
Yeah, I'll go wherever I need to go. But I watch my dad do it all the time. Like he's not voting for Republicans. He's voting against Democrats.
That's right.
Like he's way more concerned with like what they're doing and how he's going to stop them from doing what they're doing than what he actually wants the world to be.
Right. They're scripted is what they are. They are fully scripted. They know exactly they have their talking points.
Oh man, he's got so many talking
straight from your CNN
Anthony.
or straight from your Fox News, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I refuse to watch conventional news. Refuse to.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Of course, social media is doing that too now, because they're only feeding you what you want to see, right? So the algorithm, it's like TikTok. It knows what kind of mood you're in before you do, right? Yeah. It's like if you're in a hunting mood, you're getting all kinds of hunting stuff, and it's just wild, man. We're going through life being told what to do.
Ron's Uber rating is 4.9. Mine's
only
actually
Ron.
Mine's a 5.1. I got a 5.1 going.
I doubt I have a rating. I'm from the country. Remember, not country. I'm from a small town. We don't ride in Ubers. It's not country. We're from the coast.
From the country.
We're from the beach. Ron Musgraves, what's up, homie?
Small town. I don't know. That is an interesting question, though. I actually have no idea what my Uber rating is. I assume it's very positive. I'm a pretty good passenger. I keep my mouth shut, or sometimes I open it, but not in the
Got my crew rolling in at the end of the day, trying to get in my office. The door's locked.
Ron says Uber confessions. Let's start at industry contractor confessions. It's probably his kids. Probably his kids doing it or something. Who's out there? What's going on out there?
My texts are rolling in. It's the end of the day here.
Working it. Oh, hey, congrats on your contract, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a big one.
That's a nice one to take into the
job.
fall.
3-year too.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Say hello.
He doesn't have a head. He doesn't even have a head. Oh, he does have a head. Okay, there's his
give him a bicep, Dalton. Show him. Come on, dude. Show him.
That dude looks like he's got quite the reach.
I don't. You can have mine.
He can get that long distance window. He's got quite the reach. Yeah,
he's how tall are you, Dalton?
6'3".
6'3".
That helps.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he can dunk over me.
He was doing gutter guards today on a giant fancy neighborhood house, and he didn't even bring ladders. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. But 6'3" is not that tall. Well, he's not that.
But his arms are 6'3" too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh man, I just gave away my sweat stain. Oh no. What's that about? I'm so excited about Friday.
In the 60s here today, so I was able to keep them at bay.
Let's hope that weather pattern stays.
It's supposed to get back into the 80s like later in the week, but the first 3 days are looking good. Cole says looks pretty clean for end of the shift. Dalton.
Yeah, he's a pro. He's a pro. And when he cleans the sidewalk, you know how the mud and stuff can shoot back at you. He's so high up that it doesn't go that high. It just stops.
Yeah, gravity.
Cole Sycophus. That's a heck of a last name, isn't it? Sycophus.
That's the only reason I hang out with him. That was like, this is a true story. I saw Cole, and we had like mutual friends, and I could tell he was a exterior cleaning guy. So I'm on Facebook.
Just looked like it. He just looked like a cleaning guy.
This is the benefit of Facebook. Like I could see who our friends were in common, and they were all like pressure washing people. And Cole was holding up a big largemouth bass. And so I friended him, and I was like, good bass, dude. And we had a little back and forth. And then we were down in Orlando at a PWMCA convention, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the hell it was. And I see a dude sitting at the bar, and I recognized him from like walking around the convention. And he's like, hey, I'm Cole. So we talked for, I don't know, we were telling hunting stories and fishing stories for like 2 hours, showing each other pictures and bullshitting. And then I was like, I think he said he was from Northeast Ohio. And I was like, oh, I'm coming walleye fishing, in like a couple months. Why don't you come out? And so like he gave me his number. I was like, what's your last name? Let me put it in here. He's like, Sycophus. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. I didn't know you were Cole Sycophus. Like, we're already Facebook buddies. He's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I didn't know this was the Cole that I was talking to, right? I didn't like stalk you on Facebook. I just saw you holding up a big largemouth. I didn't look at you. I looked at your damn fish. So that was how I got to know Cole. And since then, done a hell of a lot of not as much fishing, a little bit of ice fishing, a little bit of walleye fishing, but some good hunting trips. He's the man.
Hey, speaking of fishing, I know you got to get to this next segment, but we're going to be doing some fishing too.
Joe is like diehard at fly fishing. So Joe, I don't even think he's gonna bring his bow. Once he found out there's like huge brown trout in Green River, he's like fly fishing.
Joe, if you're still out there, bring me an extra fly rod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do between the dove hunting and fly fishing in the mornings and bow hunting in the evenings. I think we're gonna be busy.
So mental health for our employees. You wanted to get to that.
Yes, I did. We have a minute and a half left. We don't need to end the show on time, but here this is like true story, and this is when it became really apparent to me. I mean, all of my dudes back in the day were in their like 20s, maybe low 30s. And I was always having conversations with them about like what they had going on personally, but they don't always feel comfortable talking to you. Sometimes they want to talk to their peers or your office manager, whoever. And I had a guy just going, like his grandpa died, super close with his grandpa, and then his girlfriend had broke up with him. And I knew he was going through tough stuff, and I was trying to support him as best I could, but I'm not a freaking therapist. Like, I don't know how to support people in these situations besides like be with them or not be. I don't know what they want. Right. There was a day I was at home. I live 45 minutes from our office. He was at a job another hour from the office. And my wife and I and the kids were about to leave. And I think we just had Danny and Reggie at the time, maybe even just Danny. But we were like heading out on a Thursday afternoon for a long weekend. And I don't remember if he texted me or called. I think he just texted me. He's like, I'm about to jump off this roof. And I was like, I'm on my way. Like I knew he wasn't joking. Like I knew he was battling and we worked solo. And it's hard to work solo when you're in your own head all day and you're stewing in your own shit and you don't have you can't get your own mental spot to be right. So man, I went out and worked with him the rest of the day, but it took me 2 hours to get there. I was like, Zach, don't do anything. I'm coming. Don't do anything. You can sit in the truck for the next 2 hours if you want. I don't care. I'm going to come and help you finish that job and just be with you, man. That's all I know to do to support you. And I'm going to help you get through this. We eventually between that and it wasn't the right fit for him in the long run, but he's still alive. So I feel like I did something right. But I had a lot of younger guys that were in their mid 20s, just going through really hard, mental stuff. And eventually we got free mental health coaching that they could get for the company. But I'm curious again, I'm not a therapist and I tried to be for so long. And then I realized I'm not qualified to do this. And I don't know if it's distracting me from being a better leader, if it's making me a better leader, if I'm actually helping or if I'm hurting or what things I need to provide. But that was when it got, before that, I was mental health, a bunch of pussies, right? That was the story, toughen up, right? Get.
Dude, we're living in weird times, man. It's becoming harder and harder to be. I mean, we've already talked about it. It's harder and harder to be a man. It really is. And it's who do you talk to about it? I think you did the right thing. The only thing you can do, the only thing you should do as a friend, as a family member, as an employer, as an employee, even. I mean, I've had my employees come to me before and be like, hey man, I can see you're wearing a lot. You all right? And just that's awesome. Knowing somebody cares, my guys know I care, right? Their well-being is more important to me than their job. Their paycheck is nice, but it's not, it's not their end goal, right? They know it. I know it. This is a stepping stone for them. That's okay. I just want them to be happy and be okay with who they are personally. So as long as you're just there for people, I think that's all that really matters. I got a call I got a message. I met him in Raleigh, and he basically commented on one of my posts and then sent me a message saying, he's ready to throw it in the towel. I don't want to do this anymore. He's a business owner. I just don't want to do this anymore. And I don't know him that well, but I immediately was like, no, we're not doing that. So told him to reach out to me. He called me and we talked, and I was like, man, I really don't know what to say. And he was like, you don't have to say anything. Just the fact that you cared enough to call meant a lot. And I was like, okay, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Just care.
Yeah. Right. It's just be good. Be a good human.
Don't be shit. Yeah. Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my old self, because my old self would be like, bro, get it together. I got shit to do today. you know? But
it is tough. It's hard to, there's times where I feel, especially with employees, there's times where you gotta be like, here's what we need you to do. Here's the job. Here's what you signed up for. And then there's times where you'd be like, oh shit, I didn't know you had that going on. Right.
Yeah.
Let's just be humans here. I don't care that we have Mrs. Jones on the schedule today. I don't care that we sold a huge holiday light project.
Right.
Your well-being is so much more important than any dollar we ever make here. It ain't worth it if you're not well. Right.
Yeah. But then there's that fine line, when they're not well and they can't afford the time off, that's when you start to see things come to a head. So what do you do? I mean, I've been in situations where I gave them money, it's like, oh, here's some money, take a few, that never helps.
It doesn't help. Because
No.
again, like the money doesn't help. It's the support that they need, and sometimes it's the freedom that they need. Like it's almost better if they don't have a job. We literally have this happening right now. We have a bookkeeper on our team that it's just like things happening personally, and we tried and we tried and we tried, and at some point, we also have to balance this. Like we still need to take care of our clients. We can't not take care of our clients, and we need to be fair to the rest of our employees. And so this job, and I'm like always clear because it's never a thing that this will be the last time. Like we employ humans go through some shit, and therefore like this will keep happening. But I always tell people like this, your well-being is not conditional on this job and vice versa. You are a human. Sometimes you're the right person for this job. And if you're not, that's okay. Like, we still love you. We still got your back. If you need to text me in the middle of the night for something, like, do it, right? Like, I may or may not be the most useful person to get a hold of, but I will always have your back. I will always support. I will always be kind. I will always be generous. But I'm not going to, like, pay you money and take it away from somebody else, right? That's not the thing that you need to support you. I'm not going to keep you employed at the detriment of our clients. That's not good for anybody. We all have a responsibility, but that doesn't mean you have to work here. That means you need to get the help that you need, and it might not be a thing we can offer. If it is, cool, and we always have to be making that judgment call, and sometimes we get it right and sometimes we get it wrong, but there's always a point where it's like you as a human and you as an employee here are two different things. And we can love the hell out of you and still decide that you being an employee here is not the right thing. And it's not the right thing if it's not the right thing for both, right? It can't be the right thing for one and not the right thing for the other. Like, that's as good as done. It has to be the right thing for both. And if it's not, we can end your employment here and we can still love on you and support you and be here for you. And we always will. And I tell our team that every time we part ways with somebody, is like, we still have their back. They're like part of this thing that we built. They've left their mark here. And so even if they can't uphold what we need them to uphold to keep going forward, we ain't shitting on them, right?
Yeah.
They helped us.
We'll see you in Christmas light season.
Yeah.
Come help part-time.
Yeah. Like, be in touch. So I think that's all we can do.
Yeah.
I don't have a better answer than that. I think we just keep supporting.
Yep.
All right, I should probably go get the kiddos and make some enchilados tonight.
Dang, venison?
They're not enchiladas; they're enchilados. So you already know.
Wait, I never picked up on you saying that. Do you do that on purpose? You call it enchilados?
Yeah.
All this time, and I never knew that because I've eaten your enchilados.
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, that's hilarious. That I didn't know that's why you did that. We ate dove last night. Oh man,
dude. I saw that, and I'm very excited to shoot some doves with you when we're in Kentucky because I want that.
The secret sauce is obviously, cream cheese, bacon, but candied jalapenos.
Ooh,
that's the thing.
All right.
Trust me.
Ron said, "Oh, I've got stories." Ron, I think we got to do you and I got to do like a late night happy hour show and just only stories. We're just gonna tell stories.
Ron quit drinking though, so. He's going.
So did you?
Didn't. He always quits drinking, then he starts drinking again. I don't know what Ron's doing these days.
Hey, I quit drinking every single day. I'm so good at it.
Every morning.
Yeah, man. I started again today just before the show. But
don't worry, I'll be picking back up the drinking in Kentucky. I've already made my decision.
We'll have some light beers. We'll have some White Claws.
Just White Claws.
It'll be good. All right, man. I appreciate the hell out of you, Trevor. Thanks for the chat. Business nerds, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. We got Teddy on the show tonight from Modern Contractor TV. I was on his podcast a while ago, and we had such a damn good time. I was like, Teddy, come on my show. I think it's Teddy Slack. I think his last name is Teddy Slack. Maybe he invented Slack. We'll get into that. He has some cool finance stuff that he does. He coaches a lot of contractors. He's built some awesome, massive businesses. Super interested to have a combo with him. So if you're into that sort of thing, hang out with me tonight. In the meantime, I better go get my kiddos and cook some damn din-din for the fam. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Thanks.